Yo, 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 yo. Back. First thing in the morning.
Baltimore, around the world, the word is someone that doesn't need attention. That's the people.
Man, what it is, pimping. What's up, bro? What you got going on, man? Ain't gonna be slow in the day. Like it's gonna be slow in the day, man. Yo, niggas got based off that evidence, that wasn't self-defense, man. I think we be doing ourselves a disservice. Sometimes I be thinking that shit is intentional. Like you got people that just speak and it's almost like it's shifting people attention from the real issue. Gotta stop that, man. And happy Father's Day, Don Juan. What it is? Happy Father's Day for all the fathers, man. Straight up. Straight up. Motherfucking fathers. No, we don't get a whole bunch of appreciation. You know? They try to act like we ain't important. Even though studies say that we the most important. But yeah though, yeah, sweet to all the fathers. I think the focus needs to be, the focus don't need to be getting Carmelo or not guilty. I think the focus need to be getting Carmelo a fair sentence. That's the issue, yo. The issue ain't about him being in prison wrongfully. The issue is the length in time because he got the wrong sentence. Like I just be saying so many people, and it's like it kind of feeds into the narrative of black ignorance. When you got so many people talking about, oh, he needs to be home, he didn't do nothing wrong. Yo, he made a mistake that cost somebody his life. 35 years? No, not 35 years. That's first degree murder. That's intentional homicide type numbers. He need to be getting somewhere along the lines of 10 to 15. Anything under 20. I'd be an adequate sentence for him. Even when it comes to even with the appeals thing, like the appeals process. Well, once the appeal is filed and finalized, he need to be appealing for ineffective counsel, man. Not the all white jury thing, yo. I think more cases get overturned for ineffective counsel more than the all white jury element. Because the ineffective counsel thing is easy to prove. Easy to prove. The lack of objections is enough. All he got to do is prove the lack of objections. The questions that was asked in that courtroom that should not have been allowed to be asked. They didn't give him a plea deal, bro. All white jury is non-black in America. Herbert. That's non-black. If it wasn't no American blacks on that jury, to us, that's all white jury. Like I understand what you're saying. I understand what the argument people is making. You know, that it was different ethnic groups on that jury. But if it wasn't no black Americans, that's all white. Yeah, but he was advised not to take the stand. And that's what I'm saying. That goes into no, the black community thinks that way. The black community thinks that way because that's what the rest of the world showed us. The rest of the world showed us that all the rest of them, the Asians and the Indians, they side with the white community. They never been on our side. Especially the Asian community. We just covered the case with Cyrus in North Carolina. But well, we're not worried about 13%. Whatever. Yeah, but he was advised not to take the stand. And that goes more into the ineffective counsel. Because I started to do a video. And if I didn't get busy, I'd have did the video before the case was even over. After listening to that case, taking the stand was his last effort. That's the only thing he could do. So for him to be advised not to do it, you gotta question the defense and his tactics. Like, who was you really working for? Because if I'm not a lawyer. Mind you, I know about criminal cases. I've been involved in criminal cases. I know several friends that caught criminal cases. I read law books in prison, but I ain't a lawyer. You feel me? And if I can look at that testimony, and I'm just getting an abbreviated version of the testimony because I'm not in court, I'm getting it secondhand. But if I can listen to what was said, and I'd be like, yo, he got to take the stand. Like, he got to take the stand. He ain't got no other choice. And the lawyer is in the courtroom and couldn't make that determination. Now you got to question the lawyer, man. Why? Why would even if he went up there and failed horribly, even if he failed horribly, even if he couldn't speak proper English, he didn't know how to get out what he was trying to say properly, explain his positioning properly. Yo, fuck all of that. This our last attempt. It's our last attempt. So it's really no excuse for him being advised not to take the stand outside of the lawyer throwing him. Because now, by him not taking the stand, you allow all these right wingers and anti-Karmelo Anthony people to say, well, if he was really not guilty, if it was really self-defense, why he ain't take the stand? You understand what I'm saying? It's like the defense helped create this narrative that he had something to hide by telling him not to take the stand. It don't matter. It don't matter. It don't matter if he'd have done bad. What else? The fucking whole trial was bad. You see what I'm saying? Like, that's what I'm saying. Like, the trial was that bad for him. And I don't think it was that bad for him because he was actually that guilty. No, I don't think that's why it was that bad for him. I think it was that bad for him because they all colluded against him. Murder is not murder. Y'all gotta stop saying that, Chris. Murder is not murder. That's why you got different classifications of murder. If murder was murder, there wouldn't be manslaughter. There wouldn't be negligent homicide. There wouldn't be involuntary manslaughter. There wouldn't be justifiable homicide. So stop being dumb, y'all. Stop being stupid. Murder is not murder. Murder has classes. You got first degree, you got second degree, in some places you even got third degree. So stop being dumb. All right? Smarten up, okay? Too old for that. You wouldn't have got life if you took the stand. They damn near did give him life. Shit, 35 years a long ass time, yo. By the time he released, he gonna be have done more time in jail than he's done on the streets. Damn near. Yeah, they did, but it was lesser included. See, I don't blame the jury though, y'all. I don't blame the jury for coming back with their verdict. You can't blame the jury. See, that's what I'm saying. Like, it's so many people speaking on this, and they not coming at it from a objective perspective, or even a perspective that makes sense. They just being racial and angry. No, yo, I'm not coming at it from that way. I'm coming at it from a logical aspect. You understand? I'm coming at it from me knowing how this system operates and me knowing how predatory this system can get. With the evidence that was presented, and mind you, I don't believe all on witnesses, but that's what we got to go on. So with the evidence that was presented, I can't be mad at the jury for coming back on a first degree murder charge. Fuck no, because there was no defense to none of the evidence. That's why I say ineffective counsel is the best avenue for appeal. The lack of defense was glaring. Glaring. You might can get a appeal on errors by the judge too. The judge made errors. The fact that the two biggest keys to appeal to me is the ineffective counsel and the judge not warning the Metcalf family not one time about them crying in court. He didn't warn them one time. The fact that the family was seated directly in front of the jury, that was design. That was by design, man. That's not fair. It's not fair. All throughout that trial, you had jury members watching the family grieve and shaking their head and shit. The fix was in. My whole thing is just give him a fair trial. That's it. Give him a fair trial. Whether he guilty or not guilty, give him a fair trial. He didn't have a fair trial, man. See what you gotta realize about the appeal, Herbert, is the appeal goes in front of a 3-judge panel. It's not just one judge that votes on the appeal. It's a 3-judge panel. And the appeal break down law error. It was errors in that case, testimonial errors. It was things in that case that shouldn't allowed to have been said on the record. That's what the appeals court did. Like, I keep bringing these up. The prosecution asked witnesses, juvenile kid witnesses, not expert witnesses, but juveniles or young adults. The prosecution asked them, and they was allowed to answer this. And what it was, they asked them that Was this self-defense? Like, yo, come on now. How the fuck you gonna ask a juvenile witness that? They're not no expert witness. They don't have the fucking knowledge of law to be able to answer that question. Now, the prosecution can ask whatever they want to ask, you know, but the defense and the judge are the ones that's supposed to say, "Whoa, whoa, whoa, don't answer that." And they did nothing. They did nothing. Told y'all one of the kid witnesses said Austin didn't push him to hurt him. Like, how you going? What the fuck you mean? How you know what Austin was doing? Are you Austin? Was you Austin Brain that day? Like, stuff like that was never supposed to answers to questions like that was never supposed to be allowed on record. Yeah, they probably could have spent more on a lawyer. You do gotta be an expert to answer those type of questions. You do have to be an expert to answer those type of questions. Those are questions of intent. You do have to be an expert to answer those type of questions. What are you talking about, y'all? You do. You can't speak to somebody else's intent. Fuck is you talking about, yo? Like, yo, why you always do that, bro? Like, you just want to be against what I say, knowing good and goddamn well what I'm saying makes sense. Yo, the witness is there to give facts, not observations. That's it. What are the facts? What did you see? You don't speak to how hard the push was. You don't speak to what Austin may have been thinking. What are you talking about, man? Can't say what Austin was thinking. You can't say Carmelo went there with an agenda. You can't say that. What are you talking about, yo? You object to those type of stuff. That shit is argumentative. Listen to this. What are objections that a defense can make during a criminal trial? Hearsay, relevance, leading questions, cause for speculation, argumentative, asked and answered, lack of foundation. Like, yo, that's argumentative and speculation. It's argumentative because you can say this witness can say it wasn't a hard push. This person can say it was a hard push. Yo, that is argumentative, yo. You object to that. Now it can be overruled, but you still object to it. You still do it regardless. Just the defense said nothing, yo. Yeah, he was a. I don't know. See, that's another thing too, Shelly. Like, that's another thing the lawyer didn't do. Like, how the fuck did you not explain the knife? Like, he could have made up anything. I'm telling you, ineffective counsel is the way, yo. The lawyer throwing, man. Like, Shelly, there's no way that we should still be asking that question. You ain't throwing. Everybody's asking that question. That question should have got answered at trial. It didn't get answered. It didn't get answered, man. That's fucked up. Why is after the trial we still asking why did he bring the knife? Like, what the fuck? Like, he couldn't provide no alternatives. He was hunting the day before and he left it. Like, he could have made up anything. He didn't even say anything. That feeds into what I'm saying about ineffective counsel. Like, all questions, like, yo, we still got questions after the trial. Right there is enough to say for people to understand what I mean. Why do we still got questions? Why we still got questions? We don't know what Karmelo was thinking. We don't know why he brought the knife. We don't know shit. We know everything about the prosecution, but we don't know nothing about the defense because it wasn't no defense. He threw him. He threw him. And this happens in court, y'all. Yo, yeah, the foundation is relevance. The foundation is argumentative. Like I told y'all, one of the questions that was asked from a black witness wasn't even a question. The prosecution said, did you know that your mother was Austin Metcalf, pediatrician? The judge didn't even say nothing. Relevance, Your Honor. Objection. Relevance. You understand what I'm saying? It was things like that that was allowed to be put on record without no objection to it. Yeah, X, I'm from Baltimore, bitch. Without no objection to it. Relevance. What relevance did that hold? The fact that this black kid mother was Austin Metcalf, pediatrician, had what to do with the case? Like, yo, see, why do y'all do that? Yo, like, yo, what did that have to do with the case? Needing to line up. Please tell me. Since you don't know why was it irrelevant. Tell me why was that relevant? No, I'm asking you. Why was this black kid mother being Austin Metcalf, pediatrician, when he was a child, relevant to the case? The defense didn't say nothing. I'm saying it should have been objected to relevance and make them sidebar and explain to the judge why this is relevant. Let the judge make a ruling on it. No. The prosecution asked the black kid witness. We basically asked him, like, did you know that your mother was Austin Metcalf, pediatrician? The kid was like, no, I didn't know that. But the defense should have objected to that off the rip because that's not relevant. It wasn't relevant. Now, I know why the prosecution did it. The prosecution did it to say, look, he's not a racist. He got black friends. His pediatrician was a black woman. You understand what I'm saying? But it wasn't relevant to the grand scheme of things. It was just more things to feed into the jury, and the defense said nothing. The defense didn't even put out a statement yet. Like, yo, why y'all don't think none of that is strange? Like, regardless of how you feel about the case, you gotta admit that in criminal cases like this, there's normally a press conference held by the defense. There's normally a press conference held by the defense. No press conference. Nothing. Like, Mike Howard just disappeared. He just took their money and fucking moved to Mexico. He threw him. It wasn't bad press. He threw him, man. Like I said, see a lot of y'all are not familiar with how court work when you black. Like, lawyers will throw cases for other cases. They do that often. Like, that's a thing. Because they all know each other. They work together. It could be a situation like where, all right, I'm going to give you this one, but you got to give me the next one. That's how they operate. That's how the court system really works. Like, fucking hot outside. Well, you can't see me outside. It's hot in the car. It's the barter system is what I call it. I call it the barter system more than the criminal justice system. But I told y'all, I'm not one of the ones on here saying that he deserved to be free. No, I'm not saying that. I'm not saying that at all. But what I am saying is it wasn't first degree murder. And happy Father's Day, shucking and jiving. That's all I'm saying. I'm saying it wasn't first degree murder, and 35 years was excessive. I'm not saying that he needs to be free. Yo, you know, white people commit more crimes than black people. Ask me. I know you wouldn't know that, you know, because media portrays black people in such a derogatory way or ignorant way, but white people commit crimes too, yo. The system is just so fucked up. The system is just so fucked up, and it preys on black people, so we go to jail more. But white people commit crimes. Don't be fooled. You know that. We just go to prison for it. Yeah, because y'all get less time. I just covered the case. Listen to this. Look at this. Oh shit. Matter of fact, I wanted to show y'all this yesterday. Oh, let me get a chair, man. This motherfucker. Let me just sit the fuck down. Hold up. Y'all got to hear this. Look at this. I meant to show y'all this yesterday, but YouTube was playing games with my numbers. Look at that.
Complete silence fell over the courtroom as Judge David Swanson read the jury's verdict.
For everyone present, the verdicts are not guilty on all 6 counts.
Amandria Brunner acquitted of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. The defendant overcome with emotion, and her family in the gallery.
As to count 1, jury, all right, leave. Nope, time to go.
Drawing admonishments from the judge. Brunner had spent the last several days on trial.
You see what that judge just did? The minute they showed emotion, you see what that judge just did? Hold up. You gotta go. This is what I'm talking about. This is what happens when a court case is ran properly. The minute let me play it back. The minute they showed emotion, the judge said, hold up, you gotta go. They didn't do that in Karmelo case. The Metcalf family was crying all over the place, and the judge said nothing. And it was right in front of the jury. This is what normally happens when a case is ran properly.
For everyone present, the verdicts are not guilty on all 6 counts.
Amandria Brunner acquitted of homicide by intoxicated use of a vehicle. The defendant overcome with emotion, and her family in the gallery.
As to count 1, jury, all right, leave. Nope, time to go.
Drawing admonishments from the judge. Brunner had spent the last several days on trial. The jury seeing the security footage of her pickup truck turning left on a yellow light, colliding with a Jeep full of Marquette lacrosse players. Teammates Scott Michaud and Noah Snyder died as a result.
She didn't even have the right of way. So you got 2 cars coming. Both got a yellow light. She don't got the right of way. She's turning. The car that's coming down got the right of way. And she's drunk. They found her not guilty. But you know who they gonna find guilty? The driver of the truck.
Brunner told police she had been drinking.
I'm showing some.
Alcohol there is because I had alcohol in the car and I did have 2 drinks.
The defense never denying her intoxication, instead placing blame on the Jeep driver speeding to beat the yellow light. The jury siding with that defense.
My reaction is twofold. I'm very happy for my client. I do believe that she was not at fault in this accident, but my heart breaks for these families. I'm sure they feel like they didn't get justice. I'm sure that feels very terrible for them, and my heart does go out to them.
Those closest to the victims heard wailing. Really, the courtroom, remorseful and regretful.
Yes, I think you can see, and she was remorseful from that fateful day. She's on the corner of the street crying. She was crying during her field sobriety test. She was crying while she's at the hospital. The first day I met her, she was crying. She cried through her preliminary hearing. She's cried through this entire trial. She is remorseful. She feels terrible.
And Hannah, while we could hear the outbursts, it's worth noting video recording of the courtroom's public seating area is not allowed. And Hannah, Brunner could be released from custody as soon as tonight.
Yeah, no official timeline just yet, Joyce, but her attorney does expect her to be released at some time today, sometime tonight. Now, as for the prosecution, they did decline to comment after today's acquittal, and 12 News was able to did get in touch with Scott.
No, what I'm showing you is the justice system and how two-tiered it is. I'm showing you how two-tiered it is. Because y'all have this, because the incarceration numbers say that Black people commit all these crimes and get arrested. But it's not that's just only half the story. Y'all get arrested too. Y'all just be beating cases. The jury don't be convicting. This lady was drunk. I think they both was at fault, to be honest, from my honest opinion. But the fact that she was found not guilty is crazy.
This morning, we are on verdict watch in the trial of the woman accused of killing 2 Marquette students. Investigators say Amandrea Brunner's blood alcohol level was over the limit when she crashed into a Jeep full of Marquette lacrosse players, killing Noah Snyder and Scott Michaud. Co-News Imani Fleming is live outside the Milwaukee County Courthouse this morning. Imani, jury deliberations will continue in just a couple of hours.
They will, Jared, and this case is now in the hands of this jury after days of testimony and never before seen police footage from this deadly crash. Jurors must now decide whether Amandrea Brunner is responsible for killing Marquette athletes and teammates Scott Michaud and Noah Snyder. Prosecutors say Brunner was intoxicated when her pickup truck turned left at a yellow light and collided with a Jeep carrying the athletes at 27th and St. Paul last September. The defense does not dispute that Brunner had been drinking and driving, but her attorney argues the crash would have happened anyway.
Is Ms. Brunner's drinking and operating a vehicle responsible for those deaths? The answer is no. She chose to drive into the path of that oncoming vehicle. She chose to do that because she's drunk and she's not.
Imani, the Marquette athlete driving the Jeep, also took the stand yesterday, but the jury was not in the room.
Yeah, he did, Jared. Peter McColgan is also charged in connection with this crash. He chose to invoke his Fifth Amendment right yesterday and not answer any questions while on the witness stand. He is accused of speeding, trying to beat a yellow light, again charged in connection with this deadly crash.
Man, he go to jail.
All right, Imani, and jury deliberations will resume at 9 o'clock this morning.
I bet he don't get found not guilty. I bet you he don't get found not guilty. Look, check it out.
Continuing coverage now, dramatic video played in court today from a crash last year that killed 2 Marquette lacrosse players. It's day 2 of the trial for Amandrea Brunner. She's accused of being drunk at the wheel when she crashed into those players' SUV. Kaylee Starrell's been in court all day, and Kaylee, a lot of people had a hard time seeing those videos.
Steve, there were a lot of tears in court. Another very emotional day for loved ones of both Brunner and the 2 young men that were killed, 19-year-old Scott Michaud and 20-year-old Noah Snyder. Now, today in court, we saw surveillance video and body camera walking the jurors through those moments after the crash. They even heard from one witness who saw it happen.
I saw it coming, and I wish I had magical powers to stop the accident.
Linus Haru says he saw the crash coming, and now jurors are seeing it too. New surveillance video from a gas station at 27th and St. Paul captures the seconds before cars collide. Moments later, officers arrive on scene and find Brunner sitting on the ground.
They hit me. I was turning left, and it was yellow. And then I went, and they just went on the yellow.
A few minutes later, another officer comes over.
I'm throwing some.
Because I had alcohol in the car, and I did have 2 drinks.
Okay, when's the last time you had a drink?
It was less than an hour ago.
Brunner admits to drinking and then participates in multiple field sobriety tests.
You see my finger?
Officers say she showed multiple signs of impairment. From there, Brunner is arrested and taken to the hospital for a blood draw, where she breaks down in tears.
Trying to get that yellow, and then I was like, okay, I didn't see it, but that Jeep came flying. I was like, dude, their babies dead. Their babies dead.
Along with that new video, jurors also heard from a crash reconstructionist who testified that data from both vehicles showed they accelerated in the seconds before the crash. We're talking pedal to the metal for both these cars.
Yep.
Now, prosecutors say that Brunner's blood alcohol concentration was more than 1.5 times the legal limit. She's now facing 6 felony homicide counts, and if convicted, could spend the rest of her life in custody. Now, what's also important to note in this case is that the driver of the Jeep was also is facing charges just as of last month in connection to their deaths. However, the jury.
Where the Mika home
Yeah, I'm showing this
not
case
just what's
because y'all don't think this woman should have been found guilty? This woman should have been found guilty, is the question I got. And Save America. That was not black people out there screaming, hands up, don't shoot. Black people never supported Black Lives Matter. Stop being stupid, y'all. That was a white fucking program. Black people didn't support no fucking Black Lives Matter. You dumbass.
your home that matters. It's who you share it with. We're customers.
Those is paid motherfucking antagonists.
We look after what matters most to you together. Get your quote today.
But you got a nerve to call somebody low IQ. You call somebody low IQ and you can't even distinguish that. You didn't realize that wasn't black people. I don't know not one person that was in the Black Lives Matter rally. Not one person.
An intense day of testimony in the trial of the woman accused of driving drunk, crashing into a Jeep full of Marquette lacrosse players.
And today, jurors got to see police body camera footage immediately after the crash.
I went on the yellow.
You want to yellow turning left here?
Yeah.
Ever going straight?
They were coming straight.
Collision deadly, killing 2 passengers in the Jeep, Scott Michaud and Noah Snyder. 12 News Hannah Hilliard is live at the Milwaukee County Court.
And Hannah, today's testimony really did reveal a lot. It did, Deanna and Blake. You had the jury hearing from Brunner herself for the very first time through those body camera videos, where she almost immediately admits to drinking and then getting behind the wheel. The jury also saw video of the crash itself, and we do want to warn you, some of these details are difficult to hear and see. An emotional Amandrea Brunner, both on scene in September and in court Tuesday, as much of the day focused on video. The jury seeing body camera and surveillance footage of the crash in question and its aftermath. Brunner telling investigators she was on 27th Street trying to turn onto St. Paul on a yellow light when her pickup truck slammed into a Jeep full of Marquette lacrosse players. Nearby businesses capturing the crash on security cameras. This angle showing a quick glimpse of the speeding Jeep, as another angle shows the moment both vehicles enter the intersection as the yellow light turns red. We paused the video before impact, the crash killing the Jeep's backseat passengers and teammates.
Yo, what the fuck, yo? What are you, slow? Because I'm showing you, should this woman been found guilty? What I'm showing you is it's 2 different justice systems. It's not that white people don't commit crimes. It's that for some reason, the system allows motherfuckers to get off on crimes. This woman was drunk driving, admitted to drunk driving, made a turn. The other car had the right of way. 2 people died, and she was found not fucking guilty, yo. Like, yo, this is what I'm talking about. Like, yo, you must be slow, bro. If you don't understand why I'm showing this situation, even though I explained it already, then you just fucking slow.
Killing the Jeep's backseat passengers and teammates, Noah Snyder and Scott Michaud.
I saw it coming, and I wish I had magical powers to stop the accident.
Witnesses and investigators taking the stand Tuesday, one detailing footage of Brunner admitting right away she'd been drinking.
I'm throwing some
Alcohol there is, because I had alcohol in the car, and I did have 2 drinks.
Okay, when's the last time you had a drink?
It was less than an hour ago.
An open beer can found inside Brunner's car. The jury watching her field sobriety test, first walking in a line. And then attempting to stand on one foot. Investigators eventually taking her into custody. The defense not denying Brunner's intoxication, instead arguing the crash would have happened regardless.
People that are sober enter intersections when the light's yellow.
I'm sure they do.
Nothing else. Thank you.
And Hannah, the jury also heard what each vehicle's black box revealed.
Like those black boxes keep track of the vehicle's speeds in the seconds leading up to the crash. Brunner's car was going roughly 11 miles per hour at the time, while the Jeep's driver was going roughly 53 miles per hour in a 30. The defense really honing in on that fact here late this afternoon. We know investigators have charged and identified the Jeep driver as Peter McColgan, a fellow lacrosse player. He has been charged, as I mentioned, in this crash, although the jury here does not know that.
All right, Hannah Hill, you're reporting live for us tonight here at 5.
Now, why'd she go to jail? Why'd she go to jail? And they just spared the woman that was drunk. That's why I showed that. The justice system isn't fair, man. It's not a fair justice system. That's why I showed that. Carmelo Anthony didn't get a fair trial, man. He didn't get a fair trial. The fix was in. And I'm not saying it was self-defense. But it wasn't first-degree murder. And the defense played the role in throwing this damn fucking client when they paid him. That's what I'm saying. And see, y'all just, for some reason, I don't know why y'all just can't admit that. I don't get it. I don't get it. I can bring up several instances that shouldn't have occurred in court, and y'all still going to say, well, y'all going to make an excuse for it. Y'all going to make an excuse for it, man. Should the Metcalf family been positioned right in front of the jury? Yes or no? Or it doesn't matter. If your loved one, if you had a loved one that was on trial for a crime, and the prosecution set the victim of the crime, the victim of the crime family right in front of the jury, and allowed them to just cry and weep all throughout the trial, would you think that your family member got a fair trial? Would you think your family member got a fair trial? Wouldn't you have wanted the judge to say something? Because you know that watching that family cry can play into the jury deliberations. Like, come on now, like, yo, why it's like, yo, whenever it's a black person on trial, y'all is not reasonable, rational enough. It's none of that. Now, I ain't see that. It's like, yo, whenever the person is black, y'all just throw all rationale out. Like, god damn, like, yo, just be real. What the fuck y'all can't be real? That shit wasn't right. Regardless of who it was. If it was the other way around, I would say it. You know, because they lost a loved one, yo, but that shit is not allowed in court. Any good judge is going to say no. We just watched it in this case. Rewind the video. The family was ready, burst out in tears, and the judge said, hold up, stop, you got to go. Like, come on now, man. Like, that's how courts run, man. Because they know it can fuck up the jury. It can fuck up the jury. And it's like, I can show y'all case after case after case after case after case, and y'all still say, wasn't nothing wrong with it. And that's when somebody say you being racist, you act like you don't understand why. But the reason why y'all don't want to admit the racism is in the justice system is because of the case I just showed y'all. Y'all benefit from it. Y'all benefit from it. And y'all don't want to let it go. But y'all can't even admit that. We just watched a woman drunk driving, made a turn on the yellow light, did not have the right of way, and she was found not guilty, man. 2 people died. And she was found not guilty, man. If that was a black person did that, they'd threw the book at him. And then when we go berserk about it, now y'all playing victim. Oh, he killed somebody. But y'all do not have the same rationale when it's the other way around, man. Y'all don't. I'm the same regardless of who it is. You see what I just said in that trial? I think they both was at fault. She was drunk driving. The other car was speeding. They both trying to get through the yellow light. How the fuck she get found not guilty? And I guarantee that kid gonna get found guilty. Because he look like he black or mixed. I bet he get found guilty. I'm a professional victim. See, y'all don't want to have no look, who want to come and talk? I can drop the link. Who want to talk about it? Give me your email. I'll send you the link right now. Give me your email. I'll send you the link right now. Let's talk about it. Yeah, I can. Y'all got so much to say? Let's talk about it. I'm just saying he didn't get a fair trial, y'all. I'm not saying he didn't commit a crime. It's like no matter what a person say, y'all gonna have an issue with it. If I was on here saying free Karmelo, he not guilty, it'd have been an issue. But I'm not even saying that. I took a lesser approach, a more honest and real approach, in saying that, yo, he committed a crime, but it wasn't first degree murder, and he was over sentenced. Y'all got a problem with that too? It's like yo, y'all crazy, but then y'all say we lack accountability, and we professional victims that we low IQ. Like, yo, that shit sounds. Yo, one day y'all gonna realize how dumb that shit sound. Y'all gonna realize how dumb that shit sound, man. It sounds stupid. Hit the like button, man. I just told you that the judge had the family sitting right in front of the jury. For one. For two, the courtroom should have been open. Should have been an open courtroom. For three, the defense attorney told Karmelo not to take the stand. For four, there was questions asked by the prosecution that should have been objected to and wasn't. Like, what else do you need? What more do you want to know? And I'm not even mentioning the jury that didn't include no black people. I'm not even mentioning that, because that's not really the biggest problem to me. What else you want to know? Witnesses changed their testimony on the stand. They changed their testimony on the stand. The defense never really pushed back on the theory that Carmelo Anthony was the aggressor. How the fuck can a guy sitting down be the aggressor? Since when has that ever been the case? Like, if we just be having new normals or new ways to convict black people and y'all just don't say nothing about it? How is the person, if you standing up, if you sitting down and I'm standing up telling you to move, how the fuck are you the aggressor? How are you the aggressor? You sitting down, I'm over top of you saying, look, I need you to go. But you the aggressor though. Like, yo, come on, man. Use your fucking brain, man. Shit sounds stupid. But like I said, whenever a person is black, y'all don't use y'all brain. Y'all don't use y'all brain. I don't know why y'all don't do it. It should need to be studied. Why don't white people use their brain? Well, some white people, because not all. Why don't some white people use their brain when a black person get arrested? But if he wasn't black, y'all would have all the logic and compassion and understanding in the fucking world. I don't know, and I just said that. That's another question. 13 don't do no 75%. Y'all just making shit up. Y'all making shit up, man. White people commit most of it. Go back and watch some of the other lives, man. White people commit most of the violent crime in America, man. The fuck is you talking about? %13 commit 54% of the murders, homicides, but homicide and murder is not the only violent crime in America. Aggravated assault is violent. Rape is considered a violent crime, and we not at the robbery is a violent crime, and we not at the top of none of those statistics. Just murder. Just murder. That's it. And that's all. No other violent crime. You say get a job? Look, where you think I'm at right now? You think I'm just standing? You think I'm just standing in the middle of nowhere? Look, I'm just standing in the middle of nowhere. Like I'm just out here standing. The fuck, man? You fucking stupid as shit, man. This would be a dumbass place to sell crack. Look, ain't nothing over here. Who I'm selling crack to? Who I'm selling crack to, man? Fuck, y'all just be y'all be saying anything, man. There might be some crackheads at the job, but most of the people at the job white. Might be some crackheads up here. What you talking about? Slow day right now, man. It ain't pick up yet. Nah, I'm at work, man. You see the motherfucking Mr. Convest. You think black people don't work? That's crazy. There's way more black people that work than it is that don't, man. The only reason, if they was to take out, y'all don't understand how numbers work. If they was to take out the incarcerated individuals out the unemployment numbers for black people, those numbers would change. Those numbers would be more even. Those numbers would be more even. The jobless rate wouldn't be as high. But they don't want to do that because they want to create this illusion that black people don't work or black people lazy. But it's more black people in my family that work than it is that's not. I think that's in every family. In every family, people will tell you there's way more people that get up and go to work every day than it is that don't. But the media then programmed y'all to believe in that, through music and through and through basically imagery that black people don't work and all they want to do is sell drugs and all that dumbass shit. And y'all don't have enough brain power to realize that shit don't even make sense. Like, there's no way that's the truth. Y'all just believe it just because y'all ain't got your own mind. Like, what if the trailer park the community defined the white community? Y'all wouldn't like that. Like I said, what if y'all was defined by the biker board? I mean, when you look at your family, how many of them is biker boys? Is it all of them? Are they all riding around with motherfucking with long ass beards and motherfucking tattoos and guns on them? I don't think so, y'all. I think that's a small percentage of y'all. Just like it's a small percentage of black people committing crime. Just like it's a small percentage of black people that ain't working. But the media then tricked y'all to believing that it's the majority instead of the minority. But like I said, if y'all was defined by the trailer park community, you wouldn't like that. You wouldn't like that. See, but that's too logical for y'all. Too logical. So y'all gonna immediately reject that. It is. It is a piece of shit in every race. Crime shouldn't have never been crime shouldn't have never been given a race. Crime shouldn't have never been given a race. Everybody commit crimes. That's all I'm saying. Laziness in every community. It's joblessness, homelessness in every community, not just black people. I'm at work on Father's Day. I had my kids all year round. I'm a single father, man. Y'all probably didn't think it was black single fathers out here. I'm a single father of 2 boys, man. I've been in their life since day one. So I don't know what y'all got going on or what y'all believe, but this ain't that. And I'm from the streets and I've been to prison. But I didn't have kids when I was going to jail. So I ain't never went to jail on my kids, ever. The mind you got them right now, fuck yeah, for the summer. Mother definitely got them for the summer, and I don't have multiple baby mother. My kids, I got 2 boys by the same woman. I don't have kids all over the place. You know, it's just stereotypes, man. Y'all believe stereotypes. What's up, bro? Y'all believe stereotypes, but you can play stereotypes on anybody. Appreciate it, appreciate it. You can any community can be stereotyped. Y'all do know that, right? Did I get a fair trial? Fuck no. Go back to the live I did last night and go to the end of it. Nah, I ain't get no fair trial. I ain't even get a trial. I copped out, but I ain't get no fair. Well, nothing fair about that shit. No, stereotypes are given. Stereotypes are given. Like I told y'all, would y'all want to be defined by the trailer park community? How many of y'all live in trailer parks? Put a 1 in the chat if you live in a trailer park. You know, trailer parks are basically almost is exclusively white. Yeah, I copped out. Right? Y'all do know that, right? Do y'all know there's domestic abuse in trailer parks? There's drug usage in trailer parks. There's even incest in trailer parks. Now, how would you like if the media used the trailer park to define white people? I'm asking y'all a question. It's not about being funded by Section 8. You don't think it's white ghettos? Y'all dumb as shit, man. Y'all ignorant as a motherfucker. But how would y'all like that? If the trailer park defined the white community, how would y'all like that? Everything that I just said, no, I'm not making nothing up. I'm not making nothing up. I had sales in the trailer park. I know what the fuck go on there, but you talking about I ain't making shit up. I know what goes on in the trailer park. Sold drugs there. What you talking about? But how would y'all like that to be? When people looked at white people, we just thought trailer park trash. Y'all wouldn't like that, man. And you know you wouldn't. You know you wouldn't. Or when we looked at white men, we thought biker boys, banditos, Hell's Angels. You wouldn't like that, man. When you work every day and take care of your kids and you don't do drugs. You feel me? You would hate that, man. You would be like, yo, it's fucked up, man. I'm out this bitch working hard as a bitch. And when people see me, they think I'm a Banditos gang member. Fuck out of here, man. Y'all gotta tighten up, man. Y'all gotta tighten up, man. Y'all don't all get called trailer park trash, man. That's a lie, man. But you just said somebody says stereotypes are earned, not given, right? I don't think they earned. I think they're given. I think they're given. Y'all funny. I like talking to y'all though, man, because y'all don't take accountability for nothing. All y'all do is move the goalposts. So it's funny. It's aggravating at times. You got to be up for it, but it is fucking hilarious talking to y'all, man. Like for real. It's shit is crazy. No, I'm not saying stereotypes aren't real, but this the thing. Stereotypes are being used to define all black people. There's no other race that does that. There's no other race that applies to. And it's not nothing that we did. It's through media. Media did it. Media did it. And what I'm saying is, what if media did that to y'all? Y'all wouldn't like it. Y'all wouldn't like it, man. Yeah, there is incest in the trailer parks. That's a stereotype. There is drug usage. That's a stereotype. But that don't define all of y'all. That don't define all of y'all, do it? I'm sure it don't. Sure it don't. But if I ran the media, I could make it. If I ran the media, I could make it define all of y'all. Give me 20 years. Give me 20 years straight. Next thing you know, people gonna be clutching their purses when they see white men. Motherfuckers gonna be clutching their purses. Women go, oh shit, that's a white guy. You clutch my purse. These motherfuckers dangerous. It ain't hard, y'all. It ain't hard at all. Trying to tell you. Trying to tell you. Y'all funny as shit. I like talking to y'all though, man. I do. Okay, y'all are fucking hilarious. Like I get a huge kick out of this shit. Like y'all are professional accountability duckers. Like, you for real. Like y'all are professionals at that shit. Like salute to y'all, man. For real. Like y'all don't take no accountability for nothing. You hear me? Mm-mm-mm. Too fucking funny. Too funny. Man, what it do? My point now that crime should have never had a color attached to it. My point now is that everybody commit crime. And and just like white people kill white people, black people kill black people. That's what I'm saying now. I'm saying now that there was glaring issues in this Carmelo Anthony trial. And y'all inability to acknowledge it says a lot about y'all character. Y'all refuse to acknowledge it. And I know why. It's because y'all benefit from it. But y'all won't even acknowledge that. But you say we don't be accountable. Like, no, man, I think y'all lack accountability, man. Some of y'all. Like, I never put all of y'all in the box because I don't think that's fair. I don't think they should have ever did that to nobody. But it's a nice amount of y'all that just don't. Y'all lack accountability, man. Y'all do. Y'all benefit from this fucked up ass system. I just showed y'all a woman 2 days ago that just benefited from it. Like, I can bring up a whole bunch of situations where that trial was wrong. Carmelo was wrong. And y'all just gonna make excuses for every single one of them. Knowing good and goddamn well, if that was done to you or one of your family members, you would be upset. But then y'all sit back and act like y'all don't understand why some of us is angry about what happened. Like I said, I'm not saying he's not guilty. I gotta keep saying that because I don't even like the people that keep pushing that he's not guilty shit. You know, it takes away from the real problem. He's not guilty of first degree murder. No, he's not. But he wasn't self-defense either. And it's other forms of murder. I'm not ashamed of my community. I love my community. I think we the most resilient people on this earth. You know what I mean? It ain't nobody more resilient than Black Americans. You crazy? But we come from some of the most fucked up situations and become millionaires. You know what I mean? Become fucking inventors and like, is you crazy? I think he was scared. Is that not true? We don't come from some of the most impoverished neighborhoods and become millionaires and shit like that. Is that a lie? Like, see, that's what I'm saying. Lack of accountability. Did I say something wrong? Invented nothing? Wow. So a bunch of Black inventors. I never invented nothing. No, I haven't. Yo, you got me there. I ain't never invented shit. You're so right. What the fuck did you invent anything? Since we talk about inventors, hold on, what the fuck did you invent? Let's go back. Hey, Vox, pupil. What did you invent, man? Let us know, man. Do we use it every day? Do anybody outside of you know you invented this? I don't blame. See, this is y'all gotta understand, yo. And that's why a lot of people do us a disservice with this shit. Yo, it's not the white man per se. Like, it's not. See, and that's how they tricked y'all into making this shit white versus black. Yo, when people say the white man, let me tell you something. Pinch you on with something, right? Yo, when people say the white man, right? They're not talking about you. You didn't do anything. I hope not. Yo, we're talking about the system that was created by a white man. Not you, not your wife. You understand? Like, the issues that black people have in this country, it really doesn't even concern y'all. It don't concern y'all. What makes it white and black is because y'all just won't get out the way. Y'all won't mind y'all business. Y'all won't mind y'all business. If y'all was to mind y'all business and stay on the fucking sideline where y'all belong, then we might can get better in this country when it come down to race relations. But it's not white people. White people didn't do anything. It's the system that was created by white people. Not you. Nobody blames you for nothing. And if they did, if somebody is blaming you particularly for a situation or for the circumstances that black people was in, yo, then they just ignorant. It ain't you. But this system that we was in, all these systems, the institutional system, the justice system, the banking system, was created by a white man. And that system preys on black people. Do that make sense, or is that racist? Can y'all admit that? See, y'all can't even admit that. I can sit there and say, yo, it's not white people. And y'all be like, well, that's racist. Or be like, damn, I never thought about it like that. Because some people do make it seem like it's our fault. But no, it's not. It's the system that was created by white people. What makes it white and black is this. This is what makes it white and black. When I can give you scenario after scenario after scenario of the system treating black people wrong, and instead of y'all looking at the situation and be like, damn, that is kind of fucked up, y'all aside with the system. That's what makes it white and black. I give a million examples. I was just talking about blockbusting yesterday on that was going on in the 70s. Mass incarceration, the crack epidemic, it's fucking black codes, Jim Crow, Rosewood, shit. I can give you examples. COINTELPRO. I can give you a million motherfucking examples. What you talking about? Y'all, what y'all just gonna say is that was a long time ago. Like the past don't affect the future or something. Y'all crazy as hell, man. Y'all do know that the environment is what shapes the people, right? Do y'all know that? Or is it the other way around? Do the environment shape the people or the people shape the environment? Who knows? Who knows? Does the environment shape the people or the people shape the environment? Somebody explain that. Which one is it? Happy Father's Day, bro. Who knows? What the fuck? Somebody called me a rat? Oh no, I ain't calling me no rat. Man, yeah, I don't even fuck with you, you dudes. Y'all know I don't fuck with y'all. Fuck out of here. Don't fuck with no fam Americans. Yeah, DI is not black people. Black people had nothing support no DI. The white women benefited from DI, man. Did anybody answer the question? Nope, nobody answered the question. Look, y'all can answer the question. It was okay. Smart people shape environment. Dumb people are shaped by the environment. It's all about IQ. A hypno. Dude, that sounds dumb as a bitch. You see what I'm saying? Like you just said it was about IQ, and you just said something that was stupid as a motherfucker. Then why do they make? Why do they have controlled experiments? Why do they have controlled experiments, man? Life is just science. Did you know that? Science. You can have you can control the environment. It's called a controlled environment. You put something in the environment and you can change the environmental factors so much to the point where you can dictate this person's next move. Y'all do know that's a thing, right? We all had science class. We all know about the mouse on the hamster wheel. Shit like that. But for some reason, when it comes down to black people, y'all just throw science out the window. Science not even a thing. Everybody's products of their environment. If you grew up on a ranch with horses, know what? Know what you're gonna know how to do? If you grew up on a farm, you're gonna know how to farm, right? How many of y'all grew up on a farm and don't know nothing about farming? Everybody's product is of their environment. Now, as you get older, depending on what your environment taught you, it is your obligation, you know, to learn better. Like if you grew up in a racist household, you know, because that happens. If you grew up in a racist household, and as you grow older, your job is to realize that these people ain't black and white. They ain't different like that. We all bleed the same blood. We all breathe the same air. But if you're still racist because of what your grandfather or your parents taught you, then that's a problem. It's a problem. A lot of y'all never even had a bad experience with black people. A lot of y'all never even had a bad experience with black people, man. Y'all perception of black people is strictly based off of media and rap music and shit like that. And shit that you see on the news. Black person ain't never did nothing to you. Y'all blood don't contain no better genetics. How the fuck is that? And black people got the dominant genes over y'all. What the fuck is you talking about? That didn't make sense. Or unless you was black, my bad. It depends who said that. Y'all genes are recessive. And y'all got Neanderthal blood. Do white people have Neanderthal in their DNA?
Yes, people of European descent generally have between 1 and 2% Neanderthal DNA. This is because of ancient interbreeding that happened when early humans left Africa and met Neanderthals in Eurasia.
Y'all got Neanderthal in y'all DNA, man. Nobody's begging for acceptance. Nobody's crying, man. Why does it have to be when you pointing out, with this we got a constitution in this country, and we all supposed to have been created equal under law. The justice system is supposed to treat everybody is supposed to have a fair trial, right? What happens in this country a lot of times is, we don't get a fair trial. So why are we wrong? How are we wrong? Or why does it get called complaining or crying when we just saying, give us a fair trial like everybody else, or we built this country too? Black people fought in every single fucking war. Every war. Front line. Front line, man. This country just wasn't built on white people, man. We fought in every single fucking war. Front line. You know what front line mean? We was first infantry. It wasn't true? Let's find out. Was black people front line in World War I?
Yes, Black soldiers fought on the front lines during World War I, but they were a small part of the total. Around 40,000 served in combat,
while over half of the 380,000 African Americans were in non-combat roles due to racism and segregation.
You hear that? You hear that? You laughing, but she just said it. Yes, black people was front line in World War One. Fuck is you talking about, man? And regardless of how many people it was, black people was front line, man. You see what I'm saying? Like, yo, y'all can hear the truth. She didn't basically say no. What the fuck? She said, yeah. Y'all, this is what I be talking about. This is what I mean by y'all lack accountability, man. She just been, you gonna say she basically said yeah, no, but she said yeah. What the fuck? Y'all is fucking, y'all lack accountability, man. Yo, just accept it. Like, it's obvious. Every time we had these conversations, why are we asking about white people? I know white people fought. That's not the issue. The issue is y'all act like black people didn't fight. That's the issue. You know, white people fought. They freed the slaves so they can fight. That's why that's why slavery was abolished. So black people can fight in that war. Motherfuckers was losing. Y'all was losing, man. Black people had to come to save the day. What the fuck is you talking about, man? Y'all crazy as hell, man. I be tripping off y'all. I like when y'all come over here though. Like I don't take it as disrespect at all. I laugh at y'all for real. Like the ignorance that y'all display is fucking, it's pure comedy. It's pure comedy, man. For real. Yeah, I'm not a Democrat. Let me tell y'all something about me. I'm not a Democrat. I never supported Black Lives Matter. I don't support George Floyd. Well, I'm a single father. Been in my kid's life since day one. I'm a homeowner. I work 60 hours a week. And I'm from the streets. So I've been to prison. We have stereotypes out there. I think Kyle Rittenhouse was not guilty. I think what Kyle Rittenhouse did was self-defense. You know, because I can be objective. Like I'm not one of the ones that just because a person is white, I'm gonna say they're guilty. That ain't me. I can look at both. I can look at a situation with a white person and come to the same determination as if the person was black. A lot of y'all can't do that. A lot of y'all can't do that. I said in the beginning that Kyle Rittenhouse was not guilty. They chased him. He fired a warning shot. They chased him around. Now he ain't had no business to be there, but you know, chased him around, fired the warning shot. They kept chasing him, killed him. Self-defense. You know? See, my issue with George Floyd was I think that shit was like a psyop or something. Like I think George Floyd's situation was a play. And I don't like how Black Lives Matter used black people to push the gay agenda. You know, because that's really what Black Lives Matter was. Black Lives Matter was the gay movement. And it wasn't black people at the head of Black Lives Matter. That was a white movement. All Black Lives Matter did was create more attention between whites and blacks while they pushed gay rights. So while black and white people was beefing back and forth, they was pushing gay rights right under our nose. That's what Black Lives Matter did. That's what George Floyd was. That's why I don't support that shit. And it's sad that even still today, we're years later, A lot of y'all call us ignorant, and y'all don't even recognize what the fuck happened. But we ignorant. Well, I'm ignorant. Like, that shit is crazy. It's very ironic. Very ironic. Jews are white. Now they want to act like they not. They're not even the real Jews. I ain't gonna get into all that. You two gonna turn my live off. Yo, but the crazy thing about it is they the ones that turned the world against black people. And y'all don't even recognize that. See how y'all can say that they not us or they not y'all, and they the ones that's playing this middle game, but y'all is mad at us. So they the ones that really playing this game. This monkey in the middle game. That's really what the fuck going on. That's really what's going on. Want me to be totally 100% honest. They the ones ran this media campaign against black people. And I know why they did it. You know, you gotta make somebody an enemy, man. You gotta make somebody an enemy while you go undetected. You feel me? So as long as I got you thinking these people the problem, then I can do what the fuck I need to do, you know, unbothered. You understand what I'm saying? By the time they catch on, we already facilitated. Yeah. By the time they catch on, we already got what we needed to get. It don't even matter no more now. Motherfuckers still ain't catch on. People still ain't catch on. That shit crazy. The fuck is going on? Ain't no car. I'm ready to go the fuck back home, man. I needed a day like this though, man. I've been busy as shit at work. They been running me like a motherfucking crack star. Shit fucking crazy. Why y'all so mad at Carmelo, man? Carmelo made a mistake, man. Nigga, why y'all treating him like a cold-blooded murderer, man? That man ain't no cold-blooded murderer. There's a lot of cold-blooded murderers out here. And Carmelo Anthony is not one. He made a mistake, yo. He made a bad judgment call. He was scared, yo. It happens. It happens, yo. It's sad that somebody had to lose their life behind it. But, you know, everybody made a decision. He still should got a fair trial. That's my perspective on it. You know, Austin Metcalf made a bad decision by approaching him. Looked like they set him up, to be honest. Because if you look at that video, they came straight from where they was coming from and walked right to where he was at. Looked like they set him up. Probably over a girl or something. Maybe Carmelo was fucking with a girl that one of them boys liked, and they was trying to punk him or something. There gotta be more to the story. Y'all don't think that was strange? How they walked straight in for where they was at and went right to Carmelo? That's not strange to y'all even? Guess not. That's not. And that video was edited. Yo, but our kids could have said something. He was in that tent before him. Why nobody? Why they had to wait till he came? Like these are legitimate questions that y'all should be asking too. But since the person is black, y'all don't want to ask those questions. Those questions don't even matter. It's just like, you know, none of that matters. Why nobody else asked him? Why did he have to wait for them? Because that's what it looked like. He came straight from where he came from. All five of them, because it was five of them, and walked right back to where Carmelo at and told him to leave. Y'all don't think that was odd? At the very least, that wasn't odd. I'm at work. No. What makes it about color is the way the court handled the situation. That's what makes it about color. The way the court handled the situation. The court handled the situation wrong. You say blacks make it about color always? See, y'all, because when it comes down to black people in the criminal justice system, it is about color. I told y'all. See, y'all must have just came in. The issue that black people got ain't with y'all. If y'all just was to shut the fuck up and mind y'all motherfucking business, then it wouldn't be no issues. The issue we got is with the justice system. That's the issue that we have. The justice system that preys on black men. If y'all shut the fuck up and mind y'all business, it wouldn't be racial. Let me show y'all something. Let me show you how y'all get down. And y'all don't be saying nothing wrong with this shit. Look at this. Let me show y'all this. Watch this. Y'all don't be thinking nothing wrong with this. Let me show you. This man got himself killed. Let me show you this. Now, of course, oh shit, I got a call. But we're gonna watch this first. Hold on, let me en route this. Y'all gotta see this. It's mandatory. But y'all gonna make excuses. Oh, he shouldn't have tried to rob him. Instead of holding this guy accountable for getting himself killed. Look at this.
Oh, I'll give it back.
Facebook marketplace deal ends in murder. Look at this. Look at this right here. Y'all see, because y'all do shit like this and don't think nothing wrong with it. Look at this.
I'll give it back. You just trying to come to my house with fake money and try to rob me? You play that kind of game? I can give you red money if you want. You play that game? No, let me stop talking. No, you. Bro, I'm recording you right now. You're going on Facebook. Please throw in the way right now. Why would you just hand me fake money like that? What was your deal? Where's your money at? Where's the truck that just dropped you? No, the truck came in here. I know that goddamn truck. That wasn't a goddamn Uber, motherfucker. That's not an Uber.
Now he's leaving, walking away.
Get the tag number too. You got counterfeit money on you.
So look, he tried to give him fake money. Now, the ordeal was over. But he's continued following him. Look at this.
Give me the bag. Give me the fucking bag. Give me the bag. All right, bro.
Look, give him the bag.
You got weed in here too? What's that jar in here? What's that jar of drugs in here? Motherfucker. What's your name on it? Huh? I got your name and everything on Facebook. Give me your phone.
Look.
Give me your goddamn phone.
Yo, why is he doing all of this? It's over. It's over. He didn't get over on you. But nope, he got to take it the extra mile.
Motherfucker. Give me your fucking phone. All right, give me your fucking phone. Drop it. Drop it. Here you go. That's what you wanted. Oh, I'll give it back.
According to investigators, the victim had been trying to sell a dirt bike. Surveillance footage showed
Look,
potential
look,
buyers.
I knew y'all was, what you mean it wasn't over? He didn't get over. Let him go. But nope. He want to play police. Just like Karmelo Anthony wanted to, Austin wanted to be the tent police.
Was arriving at the house that morning. The seller appeared excited. Then everything changed. At one point, the victim suddenly ran down the street, appearing to chase someone. Moments later, his wife rushed outside and called 911. But by then, it was already too late.
So Josh called me, said, call the police. He handed me fake money. He hung up on me. But at the time, I walked outside to look to see if I saw anybody, and I didn't see anybody. And we hear about 6 to 7 gunshots. And I ran outside, and I jumped in my car, and I drove up there. I started laying on the ground.
That's you wanted. Oh, I'll give it back.
Yeah. That man got himself killed, man. Why he just didn't let him go? It was over. He didn't get over, but nope. You got to take it the extra mile. Getting my money back isn't enough. I want to call the police and take your phone and take your book bag. And now he did. Now he did. Shit was fucking stupid. And that's just, y'all, I don't know what's wrong with y'all, man. Like, I don't. Some of y'all just, I don't know. I don't get it. It's odd. It's odd. That man got himself killed, man. But of course, y'all gonna say, well, he shouldn't have been trying to get over. Yo, that's spoiled milk. The man was leaving. The man was leaving. There's no need to do all that extra shit. Now he dead, man. There was no need. Regardless if Karmelo was in the wrong tent. It wasn't Austin's place to say anything to him. Wasn't his place. Wasn't his job. That's somebody's job, y'all. Stop trying to do other people's job. Somebody's job. I only got the keys in this bitch. Yeah, that's somebody's job, y'all. Like right now, I'm doing my job. I don't only do my job. I don't do anybody else's job. I tow cars. I'm ready to start towing y'all cars. For the bullshit y'all be saying in the comments. So let me run across you. Your car is taken. If I run across any of y'all with that racist shit in the comments, I'm pulling off with your car, man. You got to pay me to get it back. I'm fucking with y'all, man. Yeah, yo, I'm a tow truck driver, yo. I'm not. I ain't trying to be the police. You know, I ain't trying to be the police, man. Being a tow truck driver is enough. Yo, but make sure y'all hit that like button. Make sure y'all share the live. Make sure you subscribe to the channel if you're new. It's another day of keeping you new, and I'm out.